Hello and welcome. In this video I'll tell you about the differences between the consent banner that is available in WP Full Picture and consent banners by tools like CookieBot, CookieYes and Complianz. The first difference is in how these solutions work. CookieBot, CookieYes and Complianz, they need to scan your website in order to learn what tracking tools you use, and they need to scan every single page of your website in order to learn that. However, WP Full Picture works differently. It does not scan your website because it already knows what tracking tools you have, because you can install them using one of the many modules that we provide. We have ready-to-use modules that you can use to install Google Analytics, Matomo or Metapixel. You can use these tag managers to install any other tool, and you can also take control over the tools that you already have installed on your website. You can even block YouTube videos or other iframes before users consent to them. So you're given like a full range of solutions, and so you don't need to scan your website. And all the tools that WP Full Picture can control can be also controlled by the consent banner. So when people agree or decline cookies, or actually not cookies, they decline specific uses of their data, then specific tracking tools are enabled. And now I'm talking here about the uses of data and not cookies, because this is actually what people agree to. Yes, they agree to uses of their data. When people and the cookie information is just complementary. It's not even necessary. Yes, it's necessary to explain in the privacy policy what types of cookies you have, but you don't have to list every single one of them. You don't have to categorize them. This is just technical information. So this is not the difference number one. Difference number two is the proof of consent. Different tools have different proofs of consent. They save different information. Here we have a proof of consent by CookieYes, and as you can see, there is a lot of information about the cookies that the visitor agreed to or declined, but as I said, it's not necessary. They agree or decline uses of their data, all right? And they need to be properly informed about these uses in your privacy policy. However, in this proof, we can't see any information about the privacy policy that was current at the moment of consent. We also do not know whether tracking tools actually followed or were set up to follow the choices in the consent banner, and we do not have information on what were the texts in this consent banner at the moment of consent or decline. WP Full Picture saves all this information in its proof of consent. So apart from basic information like what the user actually agreed to, the date of consent, the ID of consent, etc., it has information on how the consent banner was set up, what texts it had, how other tracking tools were set up, and whether they followed the choices that people made in the consent banner. And finally, here at the end, we also have a copy of the privacy policy. So this is difference number two. And the third difference is the certification. And here we have an example from CookieBot. First, WP Full Picture does not have TCF certificate of any kind. Why is that? Because this certificate is useful only for websites on which there are advertisements. If your website publishes a lot of advertisements from other people, right, then you will be much better off using CookieBot, CookieYes or Complianz in their premium versions, because these certificates are not available in the free ones, rather than WP Full Picture. WP Full Picture is for online stores, is for company websites, it's for all sorts of websites that do not earn on advertisements. So These are the main three differences. So that's it for this video. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.